So here at Mendham Mushrooms, we have some very natural ways to protect our mushrooms. There's a couple of things that really like to destroy mushroom crops. First is insects. Slugs and flies are really damaging. The flies will take over and lay their larvae, and the slugs will just eat them at night while you're sleeping. So we've got a cure for that. The flies and the insects, we use chickens. When we get an infestation, we just let chickens loose on it. So these ladies are part of our patrol. All right, here at Mendham Mushrooms, we have some creative ways to deal with the predators and the natural threats to our mushrooms. One of them is our chickens. When we get an insect infestation, we love to take our chickens and let them loose in the mushroom stands or in the beds, and they will attack and devour most of the insects that start to threaten our mushroom crops. So these ladies, not only is it good for the mushrooms, but when the chickens eat all those insects, the eggs taste way better. The other one is these two guys, Ajax, Levi. Come here, boys. Come on, come on. Ajax and Levi here. Two of the biggest problems we have with losing mushrooms, particularly overnight, is squirrels and deer. Squirrels and deer and groundhogs love to eat our mushrooms in the woods. So these guys live outside and they basically chase off all the critters that are threatening our mushrooms. They've got a territory and it works great, and they're a lot of fun to work with. They're part of the patrol as well. So the first two ways that we deal with pests is using other animals that are natural predators to those pests. It works great, and it's a lot more fun to farm that way. Come on, follow me over here. I'm going to take you to one of our stands and show you. All right, so these are some log cabin stands. These are mature logs that we inoculated a year or two ago, and as you can see from the ends, the mycelium has fully populated these logs, and they are starting to pin. We're starting to get pinning of the mycelium through the bark. So we should have a harvest on some of these logs in a couple of weeks. But what I'm here to show you is how we protect these from what is a really aggressive predator to mushrooms, which is slugs, ground slugs. So I'm going to show you how we keep our slugs to a minimum and protect our logs. So come on over here. Actually, I want to walk over to this one. It's a little better. It's the most simple, natural way to get rid of your slug problem. Scan down on it like this. You may be able to see it. It's full of dead slugs. So it turns out slugs are drunkards. Slugs love beer. Actually, we like to feed them to the chickens after they basically dump out the dead slugs. The chickens will come eat them later. We fill up our tuna cans with beer, and it is much more effective and better for the environment than pesticides. This is how we get rid of our slugs and prevent them from eating our mushrooms. A pesticide-free farm using beer.